Desley here, and welcome back. This is part two of the penalty rates, and this video will focus on shift penalty rates. Let's get right into it. Now, shift penalty rates apply only to time worked on afternoon or night shift by employees who are designated by the employer as shift workers in respect of the relevant roster period or shift. Again, using the example of starting at 5:45 a.m., well, that's part of the night shift rate, just so that you understand that. It needs to be paid if you are starting at 5:45 a.m. You are entitled to be paid at least that 15 minutes, if not 1 hour 15 minutes, depending on when the ordinary hours of work come into play, for the time of your start for that period. Now, employees on an afternoon shift will be paid 115% of the minimum hourly rate. And the minimum hourly rate is basically the base rate, and if you are a casual, the casual rate. It's 15% of that. I think it's a little bit misleading saying 115%, because really the 100% is your base rate and your casual loading, and then you get an extra 15% on top of those two rates as the shift penalty rate. And except as provided in clause 21.2c, employees on a night shift will be paid 115% of the minimum hourly rate. Clause C says employee during the period of engagement on shift work works night shifts only. It's a little bit different if they only work night shifts and they're not rostered on at different times throughout the day or the afternoon. Let's break it down a little bit more. I've put together a little example for you, just so that we can try and understand it a little bit easier. If your base rate is $22.46 per hour, and that is multiplied by the number of hours that you work, that will show on your pay slip. If you're a casual employee, it will be casual loading is 25% of the base rate multiplied by the number of hours that you work. And the above two rates give you the 100% out of the 115% penalty rate. Now, the penalty rate for shift workers is 15% of the combined total of the hourly base rate plus casual loading hourly rate, and multiplied by the number of hours worked outside of the ordinary hours. So I hope you're with me so far. Let's break it down even further. So say the base rate is $22.46 plus 25% casual loading, which equals 5.615, which equals $28.08 per hour, times by the number of hours worked. $28.08 by 15% equals $4.2.12 or $4.21, multiplied by the number of hours worked outside of ordinary hours. We break it down in even further. So a total rate of $28.08 by 6 hours is $168.75. That's for your base rate and casual loading, plus your penalty rate at $4.212 by 4 hours equals $16.85. Would give you a combined total of $185.30. That makes it a little bit more clearer for you on how it's actually worked out, how to work out the penalty rate. Remember, on your payslip you will have base rate of $22.46 by 6 hours. Then you'll have the $5.6.15 by 6 hours, and then you'll have the penalty rate at 15% of 4.212 by, i.e. 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever it is, whatever number of hours you've worked outside in your shifts over the week, calculated in your rate, and give you a total. I hope that's a lot clearer for you on how it's actually worked out. It took me a while to wrap my head around base rates, casual rates, penalty rates, etc. And I have put together a spreadsheet. Now, again, it just depends on what your hourly base rate is. So remember, if you're a more experienced operator, a call center operator, your hourly base rate might be a lot higher. So you need to work out whatever your base rate is, add 25% casual loading if you're a casual. That gives you, when you add those two together, the base, your hourly rate and your casual loading rate together, that gives you the 100%. And then you calculate the 15% on that 100% to get the combined total of the hourly base rate and casual loading rate by the number of hours that you've worked outside of the ordinary hours. If you want to check this out for yourself, you can do so. I will put the link to the relevant section underneath this video for you to be able to look at. If you still do not understand it, which can be quite a feat to try and understand this, I've tried to give you as much understanding as what I do understand. But what you don't understand, let us know. I'll shoot another video putting together more information as required, or contact the union official, who is Thomas, and he may be able to explain it a lot more clearly for you. Or alternatively, talk to your payroll officer, and ours is Carol, and she may be able to explain it a bit easier for you as well. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye for now.